What's up, YouTube? This is Degenerate. I'm gonna go over the Anderson Silva versus Chris Weidman rematch. That's right, it's all going down tomorrow. UFC 168, also featuring a really great fight between Ronda Rousey and Misha Tate. But I'm just gonna go over basically more of the Anderson Silva fight and let you know what what the advantages are, disadvantages are, and who I think is gonna win. Sorry about that, a little bit of Limp Biscuit from back in the day, but a lot of people, if you have been following me, I mostly predict boxing fights. It's just a little bit easier for me to go down and actually go to a boxing fight than it is a MMA fight. But regardless, I still go sometimes to MMA fight and look out, for the up and coming stars or whatnot. Really quick, I just want to shout out, a couple fighters there. Signatures by Chet Congo. You know what? Tito Ortiz gets a bad rep, but he gave me a signature there, and he was a really cool guy. So I can't say nothing bad about the guy. Also, some of the girls, Chris Cyborg and Sarah Kaufman, met them. They were really cool. The bad thing is they made me look like a little girl because they're a lot bigger and a lot stronger than me. But anyways, that's just a side note. Anyways, let's get into it. First, a lot of things have been said about the first fight, being fixed. Anderson Silva actually, obviously was playing around too much there in the fight, and caught up to him. But a lot of people make a big deal out of it. I don't understand. He's always fought that same way. He thinks, he's Muhammad Ali in there and starts like going around and putting his hands down and all that. But if anyone's been watching, Anderson Silva, that that's his style, and it's a good style. Man, it makes the other fighter frustrated and open up and do retarded things sometimes, and that's where he catches you. That 1-2 punch, that little jab that he has is so fast, and then also his knees, really fatal if he gets you with that knee, the flying knee. He has those kicks, those brutal kicks. But he showed a little bit of all that versus Chris Weidman, and Weidman stood in there, took it, and if the fight had stopped before he had knocked the guy out, he I think he would have won. He was taking him down. He could have took him down more, but I feel Chris Weidman, his own ego got to him, and he tried to box him and try to beat him, and obviously he did. And the second time around, I think he'll do the same. I think if he's smart, he'll take him down a little bit more. The only disadvantage with his way of fighting is if he goes for the takedown. And I brought these big old gloves just to demonstrate. He's gonna come in a little bit. He's gonna come in. He's gonna go like this. His arms, you can't really see mine, but he's gonna come out. If he does that too much, the only thing that's going to come at him is a big foot straight in the face. A knee, boom, a knee right here while he's trying to grab, Anderson Silva's legs. Now, it's easier said than done, but I think, if Anderson Silva wants to win this fight, I think he would have trained for all that. And I think it's either a really fast fight. Anderson Silva wins by a knee to the face, a kick to the face, or if it goes the distance, Chris Weidman would win. And I don't know if it's going to be that of an big exciting fight, but if Chris Weidman can control Anderson Silva on the ground, just stay on top of him, beware of the triangle that Anderson Silva could, do at any time. I think Anderson Silva will lose again, and the odds right now are at plus 140 Chris Weidman, which looks pretty good. If he's the champ, he has a lot to prove. A lot of people are saying he's not the real champ, which I don't understand. He has the belt. To me, he is the champ. And Anderson Silva is at minus 160, or minus 170 most places. So I think it's just a lot of people putting money on Anderson Silva, making him the favorite right now. It should really be a lot closer than that. But if I had to choose, I would put my money on Chris Weidman, because he is the champ, and his skill level, I feel like it's a lot better than is Anderson Silva, and his style, complements Silva's style, and he has a good chance of winning as long as he concentrates on taking Silva down, staying away from that knee. Something really good that Chris Weidman does is he protects himself with his arms a lot. When he's in there in the clutch, he'll keep him here, and it kind of it won't stop all the kicks, but it'll stop it enough before it gets to his face. He's still gonna get hit a couple of times there, but he's a strong dude. He's shown he trains really hard. His strength is wrestling. A lot of wrestlers they train super hard, unlike any other art or whatnot. Not taking away anything from any of the other arts, jiu-jitsu and all that. I'm sure they train really hard, but wrestlers they go all out. And Chris Weidman's a very scary guy to be against. And the other thing is the weigh-ins. They had the weigh-ins, and I did not see Chris Weidman intimidated at all. It looked as if anything that Anderson Silva was a little bit intimidated. Chris Weidman came in there looking real good as far as physique wise. He looks like he's in real good shape. And Anderson Silva looks the same. He's never really looked like he's in shape or anything. He's really talented, and that's why he wins a lot of these. He's won almost all his fights ever, because he's just another level skill wise, and he can use your momentum against you, and he knows how to get in your head. But I think all that ends tomorrow. I think Chris Weidman takes him out, and that's it for Anderson Silva as far as being the best of the best. Greatest of all time. He'll probably still be the greatest of all time, but his reign will end, and he still might get back up there. But Chris Weidman's a good person to take over this, and I'm gonna go and say it again. I'm gonna go with Chris Weidman on this fight. It's gonna be a hell of a fight. And then also really quick on the, I guess, the undercard. It's kind of crazy calling it an undercard because it looks like a main event too. But Ronda Rousey, should beat Miesha Tate. But I just wouldn't bet on that. Minus 750 to win 100 doesn't make sense. If anything, I would put a little bit on Miesha Tate. You never know, she might get that knockout, but it's highly doubtful. So I'm gonna go Ronda Rousey winning, and Chris Weidman defending his belt, and that's it. So next time, hopefully, I can help you guys out, make a decision on who to go with on this fight, on UFC fights or boxing fights. So yeah, follow me, subscribe if you want, comment, negative or positive. I don't really care. It's all for fun, and we're out. Thank you.